News from the UK. Well, Tulip Siddiq, niece of Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, the Prime Minister who is now fled and is in India on exile, has resigned from her position as a minister in Sir Keir Starmer's Labour government. This actually comes after weeks of headlines linking her to financial benefits from her family's political connections. But Tulip, who served as the Economic Secretary to the Treasury and City Minister, has faced accusations of corruption. These charges were notably pushed by figures like Muhammad Yunus in Dhaka, who used her resignation to target her aunt's government. Reports highlighted Siddiq's ties to Bangladeshi businessmen, alleging they gifted her properties in an attempt to gain favour with Sheikh Hasina's government. But despite her close friendship with the UK Prime Minister and representing a neighbouring constituency, the controversy over the alleged gifts made her position untenable. Here are the details for you.
Well, this is very embarrassing for the government of Keir Starmer. Ministers for days have been saying that they would wait for the ethics advisor Lori Magnus to report before any decision would be made. And Tulip Siddiq says that Lori Magnus, the ethics watchdog, the ethics guru, has reported back and said that he has found no wrongdoing when it comes to her financial and property interests related to Bangladesh. He has said, though, that she could potentially have provided more documentation and that it was regrettable that she had not done so. But Tulip Siddiq, in her resignation letter to the Prime Minister Keir Starmer, said that she was sad to be leaving government, that she was pleased to not have been found to have breached the ministerial code, but nonetheless didn't want to become what she called a distraction to the government at this time, perhaps signalling there that she is well aware that the investigations in Bangladesh into her various arrangements continue and could well continue to be that distraction that she speaks of. The opposition Conservatives have for some time been calling for Tulip Siddiq to either resign or be sacked. They pointed out that in her role as a corruption minister in the UK government, that it was untenable for her to remain in position while there was effectively a corruption investigation into her underway in Bangladesh. Keir Starmer has now lost several senior figures in his government in just 6 and a bit months since taking office. This is not normally what you would expect from a new incoming government with a large parliamentary majority. But before Tulip Siddiq, his chief of staff, Sue Gray, was forced out of her post. He also lost his transport secretary, Louise Haigh, over a previous conviction that was revealed that she had had at the time. So difficult for Keir Starmer and his government at a time when they are trying to project stability and competence. An economic crisis is swirling around the UK economy at the moment. The Finance Minister Rachel Reeves has come under fierce criticism over a recent trip to China and moves that she made in her budget back in October. Polling suggests that Labour are not far ahead now of the opposition Reform Party led by Nigel Farage. That will be worrying them too. But Tulip Siddiq stepping down, insisting as she does so that she's been found not to have been guilty of any breach of the UK government's ministerial code. But she leaves her job in government, with Keir Starmer in his recognition of her resignation letter signalling that at some point in the future he might try to welcome her back into the fold. But for now, she is gone from government. Ollie Barrett, NDTV, London.